Hi, I'm Plami, and in this episode of GAIA, I'm gonna be reacting to the new girl group called CRAXY and their most recent song, GAIA. I literally don't know anything about this group other than the fact that they are a new group and that they seem to have debuted in 2019, which actually might have been a re-debut, so yeah, I don't know. I literally just kind of skimmed over their Wikia page just to check and make sure that I haven't reacted to them before, and it doesn't seem like I have, so I'm curious whether I'm gonna like this group or not. And one of my favorite things that I've gotten to do thanks to this YouTube channel is checking out so many more K-pop groups, and especially new K-pop groups. So yeah, I'm really excited because a lot of the times those new K-pop groups have actually been pretty good, and I really hope this one is another case of that. But there's only one way to find out, so without further ado, let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. Well, that's surprisingly high budget for a new group. That's definitely very high budget for a new group. Okay, this is actually starting off really good. Better than I expected, at least. Man, some real money has been poured into this music video. At least the sets. The camera work feels weirdly cheap, but I actually kinda like it. You know, it feels a little unpolished, and I like it. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, it is actually pretty good, but it is a little messy. The structure reminds me a little bit of aespa's Next Level, where several parts of the song sound completely different from each other, and I personally don't really like that kind of songs. Because it feels more like a medley rather than an actual song. And like, I would have much rather have all those different parts of the song be their own songs. And it also makes it annoying to actually enjoy the song, because if I end up liking only parts of the song, I'm just pissed off that more of the song wasn't like that, you know? Wait, is it over? Then why the hell is the video like 7 minutes long? What the hell is this? Is this like gonna be some kind of like a short movie or something? Okay, so I quickly skimmed over the rest of this video, which seems to be genuinely like some kind of like a storyline based video. It's like some of those short movies that sometimes group would release with their comebacks, which personally I almost never really care about, because I'm not really that much about the storylines of the comebacks or whatever, but I know some fans care about it, so I at least appreciated that they've done something like that, but I wish it wasn't in the music video, you know? But yeah, going back to the song itself, I liked it. It was definitely better than what I expected it was going to be. but it was a little messy, which honestly, when you think about it, with a group whose name is CRAXY, which I'm assuming it's supposed to be kind of like read or interpreted like a play on words on crazy. It's not that big of a deal. It is a crazy song, and it fits with the group's concept, if that is their concept. And I kind of like it. And I feel like after even the second listen that we're gonna do in a sec, I'm gonna love it more, because my biggest issue on the first listen was just that it was just very messy, and it kept switching from one sound to another. And as I said earlier, I'm not that big of a fan of those kind of songs, because not only is that kind of sound hard to pull off, a lot of the time I end up liking one part of the song and I'm just hating on the rest of it and bothered by the fact that the rest of the song is not like that because of how much I like it. But in this case, it seems like I do like most of the parts of the song. I think it was only like a little bit of the song in like the middle where I didn't like it, but I think it's gonna be fine on the second listen. So without further ado, let's get into it and find out in 3, 2, 1. I'm curious how they managed to make such a high budget music video. I mean, again, I don't know anything about this group, so maybe they have more money than I thought. But it is much higher budget than what I would have expected. How can I live by the penalties? I also really like their voices. They're very unique and very powerful. Oh yeah, I'm liking this. I like the slight Egyptian vibe that this part of the song has here. I do really like that. Honestly, I think this is better than aespa's Next Level. It's a better execution of this concept. I still don't necessarily love it, but it's better. I do love this energetic part though the most. I also really like their outfits. But man, their vocals are really good. Man, this is really good. Whoever they are, they should be more popular. That's for sure. Also, this was a really good transition between the different sounds of the songs as well. Sadly, the song is a little too short. I would have preferred if it went for like 20 more seconds, but maybe it would have also become a little bit too messy, so I'm not gonna criticize it too much in that regard. But yeah, this was really good. The first really good song that I have minimal amount of criticism towards in this recording session. I do really like it. In terms of a rating, I think I'm going to give it an 8.7 out of 10. Which maybe is a little bit high, but considering that some of the other songs which have been that I reacted to in this recording session this one just was that much more enjoyable, and I feel like I just have to show that in this song. And you know what, actually no, I'm gonna go with a 9.3 out of 10. I think it was a really good song, it was really fun, and it's a better execution of a concept which I'm already not that much of a fan. So the fact that it managed to also be entertaining despite the fact that I don't necessarily like this kind of completely different sounding songs in different sections. Considering that I'm not the biggest fan of this kind of songs which have sections of them which sound completely different from each other, I think that means that it was a really good song. And as I said, the members' vocals are really good. For the rapping, I mean, I didn't pay too much attention to it, and it's not like there was tons of it or anything, but the vocals, in my opinion, really shine. They were really good and really surprisingly powerful, honestly. Because usually, and this is no offense to new girl groups, I mean, they are definitely most of the time of a lesser quality, more or less, than most groups, be it because of production or because the idols just aren't necessarily as well trained as some of the more idols from bigger companies. But in this case, they were actually really good, and honestly better than quite a lot of idols, if you ask me. So there's that. I'm definitely interested in checking out more of their music, so if there's any good ones, definitely write them down in the comments below as recommendations, because I'm really interested to check out more of their music. And if this song is part of an album and similarly you want me to check it out, comment it down below so I know there is a demand for a reaction to more CRAXY music. And yeah, that's it, I guess. Before we end this video though, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently one and only patron on Patreon, Omari Bridgman. If you want to join that person in supporting me, you can do that by going down the description below and clicking on the links to my Patreon or to my Ko-fi account. And you also, by supporting me through my Patreon, you also get the perk of being able to demand me to do reactions to, be it K-pop music videos or albums. It's gonna be up to you, and you get 4 demands per month, essentially 1 per week. So yeah, I think it's worth it to support me like that, but it's completely up to you. And now, before we end this video, I just want to talk about something to you guys very quickly, which some of you may or may have not noticed before or know about me, that being the fact that I am trans. And yes, this may come as shocking to some of you because I don't really flaunt it that much on my channel, or at least I feel like I don't. Outside of like my K-pop reactions, which is where I feel like the most comfortable being myself like this. And yeah, I am in fact trans. I'm not necessarily full-on male to female, but I heavily want to transition to being pretty female. I do consider myself more non-binary though, or maybe gender fluid would be the best descriptor as well, because I do have occasional moments where I feel fine being like just a normal guy, but most of the time, like right now, I do feel very dysphoric. And that's why I'm asking you guys for any help that you can give me, because my situation right now, I don't really see any way outside of you guys' help. Because, and this is gonna be kept short and concise, I live with my parents. They're never going to accept me as a trans person. They just never will. And as a matter of fact, back when I started the YouTube channel, I was actually kind of slightly starting my transition back then, with like starting to grow out my hair. I even got to DIY HRT, but because my parents started noticing certain things, like my behavior had changed a lot and my clothes had changed a lot, I kind of had to stop doing that because they were constantly nagging me about cutting my hair and just started to kind of be threatening in a certain way, and felt like they were ashamed of me and everything. And that just kind of stress just tired me out to the point where I just gave up. But as dysphoria goes, it just doesn't go away, you know. I still feel like this, and in fact, it's somewhat been intensifying again recently, so I just wanted to share this with you guys. And again, I would really appreciate any amount of support you can give me in regards to this, because um, I just don't see any way out of this. Because even if I moved out of my parents' house and got myself a job and everything, that's just not gonna work for long-term planning, because once I transition, it's like I probably will not be able to get myself a job, because my country is very transphobic. Nobody gives a shit about LGBT people at all. So there's not even much I can do even in terms of transitioning here. So yeah, I don't know. I just would appreciate any amount of support you can give me, be it monetarily or in any way otherwise. And this is not about boosting my channel or anything, or guilt tripping you with my sob story. I just wanted to get this off my chest and make my subscribers aware of the situation that I am in, and that I would appreciate anything that you guys can help me out with. It would mean literally everything. Like, for example, a friend that I made after starting this YouTube channel, my good friend Yuri, has been helping me out a lot. And I genuinely might have not been here if it wasn't for him showing up and befriending me. So yeah, this just went a little bit longer than I intended, but I would just really appreciate anything you can support me with. That's kind of ultimately what I'm trying to say. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like, subscribe. Also, check out the links in the description to my Twitter if you want to follow me over there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you don't enjoy my stories, or you simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to Patreon where you can pledge support and help keep the channel going. It helps support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think it's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!